you all able to hear? Can you all able to hear me? Is it audible? So HOTAS is the device which is going to be used in the cockpits of aircraft system. I think you all know what is cockpit front panel, where the pilot will be using in the auto aircraft system. So hands-on throttle and stick will be used in place of avoiding the or minimizing the time. Okay, the time spent on these collecting things will be avoided by using the HOTAS. Okay, so here your pilot going to place the hand on buttons and switches which is present in the throttle and stick. Okay, to operate or to control the every subsystems present in the aircraft system. Okay, so he can be able to achieve the awareness, okay, ability to manipulate the switches and control on button during the period of turbulence under stress, g force maneuvers. Okay, so the reaction time will be minimized by using the HOTAS, that is hands on throttle and stick. So this is the hands on throttle and stick diagram, which will be looking like your throat shape. Okay, so he will be keeping all the hands on the buttons and switches present in the throttle, so that he can be able to concentrate on other things rather than concentrating on the collection of data from the subsystems. And then fourth point, the concept has also been applied. So the same concept can be applied in many applications like race car and then game controller. And then the same concept will be applied in the military aircraft systems also. By and also they will be using direct voice input system, that is by hearing the voice signal they will be controlling or operating the cockpit system in the aircraft. Okay, so next we are going to see the direct voice input. Okay, so direct voice input control is a system. This is also a controlling system which enables the pilot to enter data and control the operation of the aircraft avionics system by means of speech. Okay, so on hearing the voice, the pilot can able to do the operation, that is control and get the data. Okay, from the remaining subsystems. The spoken command and data are recognized by a speech recognition system which compares the spoken utterance with the stored speech template of the system vocabulary. That means already they will be storing the some voice or some messages. Okay, voice messages in the memory device. They will be matching the commands, spoken commands which is coming from the other system or other side. Okay, they will be comparing both these vocabularies and then the process will be continued. Okay, so the recognized command or data are then transmitted to the aircraft subsystem by means of interconnecting data bus. Okay, so through the data bus you will be transferring the recognized command. Once the recognized command received, that is after comparing the received command with the stored command, you will be recognizing that command that will be transmitted to the remaining subsystems means I think you all know what are the subsystem available in the aircraft system. So that subsystem it will be reaching through the data bus. Okay, for example they given the data bus, one type of military standard type data bus is given in the example. So how the voice message is controlled is given here as an example. So to change your communication channel frequency, the pilot says radio followed by select frequency 345 decimal 6. Okay, so now the pilot going want to change the channel frequency, communication channel frequency range, how to be changed. He is going to provide the voice message as radio. Radio means radio signal want to be changed. Select frequency 345 decimal 6. Okay, so to enter navigation data, the pilot says navigation followed by enter waypoint latitude 51 degree 31 minutes 11 second north, longitude 0 degrees 45 minutes 17 second west. So in this manner your pilot will say the navigation details. Okay, navigation means the direction of the auto, your aircraft system have to travel. Okay, that direction will be indicated by the voice message. Okay, like this way only they will be entering. So for changing the frequency they will be entering like a radio select frequency 1234, like that. Okay, and the next feedback that the DVI system has recognized the pilot's command correctly is provided visually on the HUD and HMD. I think you all know what is HUD. HUD means what? Any one of you? What is HUD? HMD you don't know because I didn't teach you HMD. Helmet mounted display device. What is HUD? What is last topic? What is HUD? Any one of you? What is HUD? Head up display. You will not answer. Huh? So you can get the recognized voice message which will be corrected and then given to the HUD and HMD where it is installed in the cockpit and orally by means of a speech synthesizer system. So all this voice command will be orally recognized by the synthesizer, speech synthesizer. Okay, the pilot then confirms the correctly recognized command by saying enter and the action is initiated. Okay, so after recognizing the voice message, the pilot will give enter and will proceed for the process. And then the pilot can thus stay head up and does not have to divert attention from the outside world in order to operate touch panel, switches, push button, keyboard, etc. So the pilot had to be stay constant. Okay, without deviation. He have to have attention towards the uh, cockpit, that is cockpit panel, switches, buttons, keyboard, etc. Okay, everything he must have concentration on that without any deviation from it. So DVI can thus, DVI is nothing but, what is DVI? What is DVI? Direct voice input. Okay, no one saying. So direct voice input can thus reduce the pilot's workload in high workload situation. So by using the DVI, the pilot can be able to minimize the workload. It should be noted that the vocabulary required is not extensive and pilots or crew, other name for pilot is crew, make good DVI subjects. So here the vocabulary used here is not so complex. Okay, so this is because they are trying to speak clearly and concisely in a strongly structured way when giving commands and information over the communication channel to fellow crew members, other aircraft and ground control. So here the voice message will be, the vocabulary will be very clear. Okay, because they will be giving training for all these vocabularies to speak or give command to the aircraft system, other aircraft system, as well as other crew members, okay, to reach it. So the voice command will be very clear to speak. It will be trained by the pilot. So the main characteristic and requirements for the airborne DVI system are briefly summarized below. So the characteristics of DVI system is given here. First one is fully connected speech. So fully connected speech means it will be taking long time for the voice message. The speech recognition system must be able to recognize normal, fully connected speech with no pauses required between words. So, in fully connected speech, there will not have any pause. Pause means stop. Break, break, break. Message will not be available. It will be continuously given. Okay, the passage will be continuously given to the pilot. Okay, so must be able to operate in the cockpit noise environment. So the same voice message can able to operate in, even though in the noises present in the aircraft system. Okay, it must, the voice message has to be reached to the pilot. And then the background noise level can be very high in a fast jet combat aircraft. Okay, so fast jet la patina, it will be, the noise level will be very high, so that it has to be, the voice message has to be reached to the pilot even though it is worked in the fast jet combat aircraft system. Okay, and then vocabulary size. So vocabulary size will be around 200 to 300 words will be used for each vocabulary. Okay, that is message, voice message. And then speech template duration. So time period taken for the voice message will be around 5 seconds. Okay, and then vocabulary duration, that is the maximum duration of the total vocabulary. So over a template ko 5 second, for the entire vocabulary duration will be 160 seconds, around 160 second. Okay, so template duration is 5 second, vocabulary duration is 160. Template is nothing but one small message, small your entire message will be cutted into or divided into certain small templates, so that each templates will be having only 5 seconds. Okay, so the entire vocabulary duration will be around your 160-second time period. Then syntax notes. So these are the characteristics or features of your DVA system. These are the features have to be followed while you are using the DVA system. Syntax node. So the maximum number of syntax node required is about 300. So example syntax tree is given here. This is radio signal, that is for changing the frequency or fixing the frequency. We'll be using this. So frequency, station, code reference. So where you are going to change the frequency, that transmission line as well as station as well as frequency range will be provided in the syntax. Okay, so duration of utterance. So there must be no restriction on the maximum duration of an input utterance. Recognition response time. So the responding time for the voice message which is coming from the other side will be in real time. In real time means it has to be answered at a time itself. Okay, it should not take any delay for the response. That is real time. This is comparison of HUD and HMD. So far we didn't see the HMD, only we saw HUD. So later I will explain this diagram after seeing the HMD.